That bread isn't for people who can't pay.
You're fired if you touch it again! And you, old-timer, out of here. Don't waste my time.
You don't belong in a place like this.
A few hours earlier, an old man stepped into a high-end steakhouse, glanced at the menu, and spoke quietly. "I'd like the bone-in ribeye, please. Medium rare." The waiter looked him up and down and laughed. "You serious, old-timer? This isn't some diner. We don't do handouts here." The old man raised his eyes slowly. "Who said anything about a handout?" The waiter crossed his arms. "People like you don't belong in a place like this. Why don't you head down the street and grab something out of a box?" A couple of nearby tables chuckled. One person lifted their phone to record. The manager appeared, glanced at the old man, and waved toward the door. "Let's go, pal. Security will show you out. No need to embarrass yourself." The old man said nothing. His name was Mr. Calloway, 73, raised in a small town outside Albuquerque. He stood there quietly through all of it. Then a young waitress rushed over, a basket of warm bread in her hands. "Sir," she said softly, "please take some. Fresh sourdough, rosemary butter. You shouldn't leave hungry." The manager spun around. "Claire, what are you doing? That bread is for paying customers. Keep this up and you're done." The whole room went still. Claire's face went pale, but she set the basket in front of him anyway, steady as could be. Mr. Calloway looked at her for a long moment, then nodded. "Thank you, young lady. You're the only one in this room with any real grace." Before walking out, he pressed a small folded card into her hand without a word. That night, Claire opened it. One line. "Tomorrow, 8:30, Hartwell Tower, 15th floor." The next morning, she stood in the lobby staring at the card, certain she was wasting her time. The elevator opened. She stepped in. The doors closed. When they opened again, she froze. Mr. Calloway sat at the head of a long conference table, in a dark suit, shoes polished. A room full of executives waited on both sides. He looked up and smiled. "Glad you came." He paused. "Yesterday, I visited that restaurant. I recently acquired it. What I walked into wasn't fine dining. It was cruelty with a nice tablecloth. The two employees you met yesterday are no longer there." He slid a folder across the table. "This is a contract. When we reopen, you'll lead customer experience and staff training across every location." Claire looked at the folder, then back at him. "I didn't do anything special. I just brought you bread." Mr. Calloway pushed the folder closer. "It wasn't the bread. It was that when every person in that room looked away, you didn't. That's who I want running my front of house." Claire's hands began to tremble. Her eyes filled with tears. Mr. Calloway's voice was quiet but steady. "Never forget this. What a person is worth has nothing to do with what they're wearing. It's how they treat someone who can't do a thing for them. Hold on to that kindness. Don't ever let it go." Friends, everyone in that room saw what was happening, but only one person acted. Was Mr. Calloway right to choose Claire over someone more experienced? Tell me in the comments.